values are very important for us. I would say even pillars of our lives.
Also like very much the lecture about the laïcism in France and our discussion in the working groups.
Thank you for our discussion, and I would like to say we have not such a big problem in our country with type of religion, but it was very interesting to see, to know how French could manage with this problem and resolved watching his history and efforts of French authority and to establish separation from religion and state. Yeah.
I think we've made some good friendships as we've discussed values, and it's been very positive for me. I've had many changes to my professional life in the last 2 years since the beginning of the project, but I have learned that it is through personal values that family, friends, new people come to love us, and those relationships that we have are more important than any work or career that we develop.
I saw that the different countries have different approaches on the same problems with the influence of the religions in the politics of the countries. Many thanks to Marie-Jo and Gerhard for staying here.
We learn how values are important, probably because at my age values are more important than for young people. And we have learned how beautiful it is to share everything with the people that we know, and how friendship is important. Our religions are important too, but in our heart, in our spirit. Religion means friendship, sharing, supporting.
Originally about religion and what divides us and what unites us, but it stretched to a much wider topic of not only religion but also our governments and how we have our freedoms. And some of us decided that religion should be part of the state, and for some people religion should not be part of the state. Robert said we are fairly conservative. That it may be because we are now older and we have more acceptance and more tolerance, and we do not have the passion of youth. But I think I would like to see from this project how we influence our children and our grandchildren, that their political fire or religious fire and their passion is encouraged, that we all may benefit in the future.
This time I had an injury. I didn't hope I would be able to come here, but it was a great chance for me to visit this seminar, this charming 4 days in this charming little town with this charming family who have turned to be friends, and in this protecting atmosphere we had wonderful discussions. And what was very important for me, I was speaking just freely and openly.
In Auvillar, we discussed the influence of religion and politics and vice versa. We often do not recognize how much religion does influence politics, or politics do influence religion. I'd like to have a separation of religious and political issues, so this means for me a kind of freedom of thinking. Although it's most important that this freedom ends as soon as it harms another person or another state.
And I learned a lot about the history of laicity because I live in Paris, and I know that that the laicity is a very good system. We have to take care of the laicity that I learned here now.
And first time in my life I understood what means laicism and laicité in my life.
This idea could be hidden in Europe, especially in Poland, because I think that Catholicism in Poland hidden influence for private life of all citizens, and I think that is very dangerous for human rights.
This meeting was very important for me because I tried to speak English and I am a very closed person.
I think that the choice of the subject was really great. I haven't thought much about secularity, about laicité, but I think it's very important, and it seems to me so strange that so few countries really treat it seriously.
The topic for me is very relevant in my everyday life, in my work, in my private life, and I really loved to be able to have like a time out at these meetings, to be able to discuss ideas, to develop ideas. The idea of the laïcité was an idea, and now it is a value for me, so this really changed.
I'm quite impressed how this multicultural group worked together for the last few days, and how we managed with the different languages and came up with this memorandum.
The group was very fruitful for me and for our friends, and I am a little tired, but happy.
You have to have an identity, and these people here, and why I'm very happy with you, and in the whole project, you have all you have strong identities, living identities, and the other side is authenticity. I learned these two values has to be combined in each person, and if too much religion is making too much war, but living together and living his authenticity and his identity in a group, in this, I think this was a very good result.
That there are still groups like this existing where you can think about values and share together the meaning and the point of views.
I'm not an actor, you know. I was saying that I'm speaking with pictures.
At the end, we find that the problems are unifying us, and I think to think about this, it's quite good that nearly in every country there are the same problems. Maybe some countries don't realize it in that way. And at the end, I learned that there is a problem of religion and state, not only in Iran, but also in United Kingdom.
It's a pity we can't say next year in Auvillar